Caterpillar, a spiritual life coaching channel. You are very welcome here. Thank you for checking out the channel and the video. This is going to be about the difference between a twin flame and a karmic relationship. So before I get into it, I just want to say again, thank you for checking out the video. Hopefully you'll find something in it that you can use and you'll enjoy it. And if that is the case and you feel like liking and subscribing for me, I'd appreciate that a lot. So this is a follow-up to the twin flame video I've already done. So if you want to check that out, feel free to do that if you feel called to. But I felt like a few people asked this question, so I'm just going to try and answer it as best I can. So the difference between a twin flame and a karmic relationship. The first thing to say is that a twin flame relationship is karmic, because a karmic relationship is simply a relationship that teaches you a lesson or lessons that you were supposed to learn when you came to Earth. Okay, so in that way a twin flame connection is karmic, because it will teach you some very fundamental lessons about yourself, how you've been holding yourself back, how you've been getting in your own way. Shadow work, basically. A twin flame relationship will trigger a whole bunch of shadow work in you, which is your spiritual awakening. Okay, that's you getting on your spiritual path, dealing with the shadow work, dealing with the stuff that holds you back, so you can release it, you can raise your vibration, and then you can show other people how to do it, thereby raising the vibration of the planet. So that's what twin flame does. That's how you're going to know. That is basically what I'm going to say in this video, because there's lots of, people say a lot of stuff about twin flames, and there's a lot of this and that and the other thing about them, but the way that you're going to know that someone is your twin flame is that they triggered this spiritual awakening in you. They put you on your spiritual path. That's how you're going to know. In my opinion, that's pretty much the only way that you're really going to know it's your twin flame, and not just a karmic relationship. They put you on your spiritual path. You can have the thing is, you're only going to have one twin flame if you have one at all. Some people don't have one, but you can have, like, a lot of people don't have one actually, but the thing is, if you don't have one, it's really nothing to worry about, because you're still going to find your soulmate. Like the twin flame journey, like I said, it's designed to get you on your path, on your spiritual path. That's what it's designed to do, and it's not very pleasant. And honestly, if you're already on your spiritual path, you're not missing anything, right? Because there'll be a soulmate out there for you anyway. So you only have one twin flame if you have one at all, but you will have multiple karmic connections in your life, because they're designed to teach you a lesson, or lessons. Like a karmic connection, it can be someone that comes into your life, teaches you the lesson and then goes. It can be someone that's in your life for a long time. It can be someone that teaches you multiple lessons, or what I have found is it'll be the same person in a different body, basically teaching you the same lesson over and over until it sticks. And then once you've learned it, you won't meet that type of person anymore. Or if you do, you'll see them coming, and you'll be like, no thank you, not dealing with you today. So that's how you're going to know. That's honestly really the only way that you're going to know if someone is your twin flame. It's something that you are going to have to look at and figure out yourself. But a karmic connection will not put you on your spiritual path. It will teach you a certain lesson. Like, for example, it might teach you boundaries, or it might teach you self-love, or something like that, but it won't not necessarily, it won't put you on your spiritual path. That's what a twin flame does. So that's how you're going to know. The thing that might trip you up though is, see, the thing is, it's supposed to awaken you both, right? It's supposed to trigger a spiritual awakening in both of you. However, it might not do that with your twin flame, because not everybody wants to do it. Not everybody wants to awaken because it's hard. Like when you do the spiritual awakening thing, you have to, especially with the twin flame journey, like you have to look at the aspects of yourself that you don't like, that are really hard to look at. You got to deal with the ego, and maybe your twin flame doesn't want to do that. So that might be something that you have to just accept, you know, that maybe this person is not going to do the work, or maybe they're not going to do the work until a few years after you lose interest in them or something like that, right? Because you'll probably, if it's your twin flame, you'll always love them, but you may decide that they're not good for you, or you're not going to wait for them, right? Because in my experience, usually what happens is that the universe will also introduce you to a soulmate. So you're going to have a choice to make, like you can stay with your twin flame and try and work it out if that's what you want to do, and a lot of people do that. Or you can go with your soulmate. And don't forget, if you don't have a twin flame, then there'll be a soulmate for you. Okay, so you don't have to worry either way, but that's really the only way in my experience that you're going to know if it's a twin flame, because the other stuff is kind of surface level, you know. Like if this person has triggered a spiritual awakening in you, then they are your twin flame, regardless of whether or not that person has a spiritual awakening themselves, regardless of whether or not they choose to do the work. Okay, so don't let that trip you up, you know, because like I said, some people, they don't want to do the work, 'cause it's hard. So if you have done the work, you should be very proud of yourself, because most people will not do it. Because, you know, it's hard, right? Like, you know, I myself, like I had to, I'm not going to go too deep into it, but like, you know, I had to look at the aspects of myself, like I didn't want to see like, oh, I'm kind of clingy, like, you know, I wonder why that is, I wonder where that comes from, you know. It's that aspect of yourself that you've always been like, I don't want to see that. But then the thing is, once you deal with it, you understand yourself a lot better, and you're like, oh, okay, so that's where that comes from. Like, I don't hate that side of myself anymore. I understand it, and I can work with it. And the thing is, once you start to work with it, it goes away, is the thing. So that is the video. I hope you found it useful. You were probably looking for more specific details, I'm guessing, but that's really the only way for sure that you're going to know someone is your twin flame. Okay, and like I said, it is something that you yourself, don't let anybody try and tell you, okay? You know, only you're going to know if this person is your twin flame or not. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you found something in it you can use. And if that is the case, don't forget to like and subscribe for me. I'd appreciate that a lot. And as always, I wish you many, many blessings, love and light. Take care.